Behold, the Messiah of Chop. As you can probably see, this thing has seen better days. That's because back in 2023, during a photo shoot with Jason Ellis for Inc. magazine, it may have dropped a valve when Vinny was doing 8,000 RPM burnouts around Jason shooting a World War II flamethrower at it. So it damaged the head, it scored the cylinder wall, and it probably caused even more engine damage, but we have to diagnose all of that. We have to figure out exactly what's wrong with it and what needs to be fixed. Luckily, I have called in some reinforcements, some of which will be familiar faces. We're gonna load this up on a trailer, and we're gonna get it over to Soupy and Grimm's shop. That way we can get it up on the lift, we can diagnose all the damage, figure out what we're gonna need to get this thing ripping again, making more power, and actually making some passes. Somewhere along the line, you've probably seen the 632 Camaro that we did with GM Performance. That car featured the very first GM ZZ632 crate engine ever produced. I'm talking serial number 0001. Somehow, we convinced General Motors to give us this third gen Camaro that was used as a test mule for many years.
Pretty cool car to start. It already has a big block. I'm imagining it's a 454. It's already got fuel injection in there. It's got air conditioning.
That's a tight one.
There you go. Now we're in the right spot.
We need to build more cars like this because this is like a pretty tame, when I say tame, I'm saying like no roll cage.
Yeah,
like we normally
yeah.
build cars to the level of being absolutely stupid.
Now you see, this entire build had to happen in 21 days so it could be revealed at the Chevrolet Performance booth at SEMA in 21. The boys, Soupy, Grimm, Dan,
Smells like pee.
pulled off a fully custom 3D printed body kit made with Chevrolet Performance, all in that time span. Oh yeah, they painted it too. That thing absolutely ripped. It you might have taken out a tire already, hot damn! But somewhere along the line, the motor went kaboom. And then it vanished off the face of the earth for 3 years. Never to be seen. That was up until about 2 weeks ago, when I found it in a random warehouse in Buena Park. So we're here at Grimm and Soupy's shop. Soupy's not here because he's on Brian's podcast right now, so that's gonna take a billion years because they don't like to not talk. How do you feel about old girl? Because this is the first time you've seen her in like, I don't know, 2-3 years?
Well, she's in a bit of a sad state, but you know what? I love seeing her again.
Yeah, it's missing some parts.
Yeah, so what do you got planned for this?
I took it upon myself to sneak my way into the warehouse and steal the head so I can get it scanned. And we did get an analysis on it, and it's not too bad. It just knocked the valve seat out of it. But that can be fixed. We do have to rebuild the motor because it took a huge chunk of the cylinder bore out, and then it also messed up the piston. That's got to be cut. That might have to be sleeved. We got to pull the trans too because we're getting rid of the Jericho.
And what do you want to do?
We want to do drag and drive events because this car was originally built with the intention of being a drag car. You did the suspension setup on it. It's already got a sick 4-link.
All set up for drag.
It's going to be faster with an auto. So we'll swap over to an auto. We'll probably need like an 850 circ cage.
Yeah, and it's going to be pretty quick with the amount of horsepower you're thinking about.
Yeah, might need to do some wiring because apparently this thing caught on fire in the wiring.
Yeah, I can see a couple of burned wires here.
I'm talking about in the back.
Back there too. Okay,
Yeah.
so we got 2 bad spots.
Yeah, there's some bad spots in there. So there's that. And then really we'll just need to do harnesses, maybe a new steering wheel. I don't know if that, whatever, but then we'll need to switch over the wheel and tires. Fun fact, American Racing is releasing an ultra lightweight beadlock drag wheel combo, right? So like slicks and skinnies, kind of, big and little. It'll be nice and lightweight. They'll look dope.
Ooh.
So, I mean, it's just that, but we got to figure out what everything's wrong with it. First thing, though, I need to pull this engine out because I have to get it to Matt Field at King of the Hammers tomorrow.
Okay. nice. You guys already took half of the exhaust out.
Yeah, by the way, I didn't even do this.
Oh, watch out. Dude, that thing's like about to fall out. Watch your head, like for real.
Yeah. Whoop! Mother. Check yourself.
Knock me out, dude.
Break this tube on your forehead. This exhaust setup looks quiet. We should definitely drain this fluid. Where are all the bolts to the bell housing? There's 2 bolts in this thing.
Oh, you're right.
What? Are you kidding me? There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 that I can count missing bolts in the bell. Tell me you have 1,000 horsepower connected with 2
bolts. Yeah, there.
14 mil
I can
or
see them
9.
they're up there. Oh, but you got the you know, you got those dowel pins there. So
You wanted somebody to die, didn't you?
you were talking to me?
Well, I'm the only one here.
You built the damn thing. I wasn't even there.
There was a huge gap where I hadn't seen the car. All right, well, we gotta drop this thing in.
Well, hey, you know what? They made our job easier. Yo, I cannot believe that that is. Ow! My.
You need a man to handle that? Oh, big old shaft out of there.
Where the hell is old James?
Janza has like 2 tools, man.
I know.
Oh my God, what happened to that brake line? Oh, it caught on fire. Oh, we gotta redo all the brakes too. Look at that. This is starting to look like a hell of a lot more than a 4-week job, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I'd say that's running a little bit on the rich side, possibly. Yeah.
Let's lower her down.
It looks to me like fire extinguisher was also sprayed in here. Ew. Something got burnt. Oh, that wasn't even tight.
You doing the starter?
Yeah. That starter costs more than a junkyard LS. Ow!
You just nail yourself on the bumper?
Oh, yeah, it's so fucking sharp, dude.
That's a good one.
Son of a bitch. Before we pull this thing, when we get it up in the air, let's drain the fluids out of it. Probably can't have nice shit around here, Grim.
Well, the steering is barely in too. That's cool.
Oh, great. Sick. All right, well, I think we can get it up in the air. By the way, look at the gap here for the motor mount.
What's the problem?
It's just looks a little loose, you know, for something that vibrates so violently.
Quick release motor mount.
Yeah. This was designed to fail.
Nah.
I don't see any pans, brother.
Well, we'll use this one.
Well, we gotta take the water out of it.
What? Because we care about the environment. What about the penguins? Wait, that one's the water one.
I'm not putting oil in, I'm just gonna put the pan.
Yeah, bet.
Oh, there's a pan right there. It's full of oil.
Is it?
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Hey, don't complain to me. Oh, no way, dog. Oh, you son of a bitch.
Just gonna pour it into there. It's the water one, right? It's got some space.
But it's got some space.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
This man has no patience.
Let's see what this oil looks like, huh? Oh my, look at the amount of water in that oil. Ew, you see that? Oh, look who it is.
What are we doing?
Oh, just, you know, looking at this death trap you guys assembled. You know, there was like 3 bolts in the bell housing total.
We were the last ones to pull this out. And 3 is better than 2.
By the way, found out where the fire came from. It wasn't from electrical. It was the brake lines.
I didn't even know this thing caught fire.
I was told that, we turned on the electrical, walked inside, and then came out and it was smoking. Bullshit. That shit is cooked as if like something real hot got on it.
That's fuel line.
Yeah, fuel and, you know, brake fluid, big fire.
Oh my, do you see that?
Yeah, I do. What do you think caused that?
Flames coming out the exhaust?
Yeah, so somebody was doing something dumb.
Oh, absolutely. Dude, this is still one of the best looking 3rd gen Camaros ever. Such a blast from the past. Whoa, I totally screwed that up. Hey, quiet on set!
When I found out this thing was like still just chilling.
In one piece.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. I need something to defend myself from this spraying out.
That's all I got. It's it's foam. It's good.
That cannot feel good.
No, that's a lot of power in those water cannons.
Grim, did you get the rear end out?
Huh?
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the goal here is that this thing can turn 8,500 RPM,
Yeah.
like reliably. No big deal.
How hard can that be?
Not hard at all, apparently. I mean, it just takes money and time.
Yeah.
Really expensive parts. Because, yeah, as you know, everything is gigantic. So the faster it turns,
I'm looking at the pistons right now.
Yeah.
They're huge as fuck.
Yeah, by the way, why does it look like an ashtray inside the piston?
Because it's probably had the valve open. And just like years just sitting there and just shit getting into it.
Should I go and just pull this head off so that way it's like not like all over?
Sounds like a lot of work.
It's not. I mean, it's just a couple.
I mean, if you want to,
What is
fine.
What is that?
That's the throttle cable, I think.
Oh shit, something else was on fire.
Yeah, that's your oil pressure.
God, I gotta redo this harness too.
That comes here and the shop just like explodes. Oh, wait. We're leaking a ton of tranny fluid.
Oh, you didn't drain the trans?
Looking at me.
Well, the tranny's gonna need to go in his K5.
Go up. And then you guys just lift the transmission, right?
Sure.
Come forward more, as much as you can. Stop. Bolt slipping right here.
Hey, why don't you drop the car?
Yeah,
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. We have to, it's a lift.
you're good. I got it.
Coming out.
Yep, come on down.
There it is. Oh, a little more grimace. There you go. Ready?
Yep.
Grim.
Nothing about this seems sketchy.
No.
All right, right?
Grim, like a man.
Holy diver.
Ready?
Go!
Like now?
Yeah, pull.
I'm pulling.
You crazy son of a bitch, you did.
Okay, well, the engine's out. We found some little issues. One, there was a lot of things that were loose and bolts missing and, well, things burned up. So it looks like we're gonna have to do some interesting wiring work. We're definitely gonna have to rebuild this motor.
Brake lines.
Yeah, needs brake lines. Those were toast.
Fuel lines.
Needs new fuel lines. Probably gonna need new fuel pump, filter, regulator.
Throttle cable.
Yeah, throttle cable. This thing is roached.
Toast.
This thing's.
Well, hopefully the master cylinders on the brakes and stuff still work because they don't like being dry for that long.
No, they
Especially when they had fluid in them.
Yeah, other than that, I think we're good.
Other than everything else that's wrong, we're good.
Yeah, the headers are going to be interesting because there's no room. It was already like burning up. Like you can see where the brake line's cooked over here.
Yeah.
And so that's going to be hard. But I think maybe we can figure something out. Might have to call in some like real exhaust experts. Not saying you're not,
Dude.
but we might need somebody to like actually like 3D CAD.
Oh,
design
I'm
it.
down. The headers are like the shittiest thing to make.
So yeah, that's where we're at. So I guess we got to go take this thing to King of the Hammers and figure out how to fit it in the back of my K5. We got to pick up and pack up 632, and then it's Matt Field's problem from there on out. Oh, she handles a little differently with that extra 1,000 pounds in the back. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time to do big block America shit.
Oh my God, it still has gas in it.
Yeah, that brake pedal definitely got to go that way.